Hi everyone, welcome to Rollins Live. I'm Joy Harlan-King, your host today, and I'm so excited to be here today with Andi and Brendan as we talk to them about their Rollins experience and my Rollins experience a little bit, and we're going to get to know each other, talk about the Orlando area, and it's going to be super exciting. It's just a little chat. So just a quick introduction of who I am, and also if you guys want to comment below with any questions you have, we're going to get to know you a little bit too. So any questions you have, we're going to answer them for you, and also we're going to be talking about our experience. So I'm Joy, and I am a junior here at Rollins College. I am in the honors program. I am a psych major with a Spanish minor. I am a peer mentor, which means I help freshmen during their orientation period. I also I give tours here, and I work at the admissions office. So it's just a few things I do here on campus, and now I'm going to have them introduce themselves and talk about what they do.
Okay, I'll start.
Ladies first.
I'm Andi Perez. I'm the community director for Yelp here in Orlando. I'm a two-time Rollins grad. I've also worked at Rollins, and they just cannot get rid of me here because I love Rollins so much. Studied economics in undergrad, an urban planning master's degree here at Rollins, and I'm a huge fan.
Great.
I don't want to follow that up. Let's just skip me.
No.
I'm Brendan O'Connor. I'm with Bungalower.com. It's a local news website. I got my degree in environmental growth management here at Rollins College in 2012, which is crazy. I feel like it just happened. And I actually worked here for a little bit too as a sustainability coordinator and then for the city of Winter Park. So I love me some Winter Park.
That's awesome. And that's kind of what we're going to be chatting about too, a lot about the Winter Park area and Orlando especially. But before we get into that, I thought we'd just ice break a little with some trivia. So are you guys ready? It's really easy. I'm really just a face.
I don't know. There's nothing behind this beautiful exterior.
Don't worry. I'm going to take it easy on you guys. Okay.
All right.
The first question, and there's multiple choice, so don't freak out. Okay. Question 1. What does the Rollins motto, Fiat Lux, mean? Okay, there's options.
Ding, ding.
Oh, you already know?
Already
Do you want to
know.
just
But
say
keep
it?
going. Keep going.
A, let there be light. B, there will be light. C, here is the light. Or D, let us have light.
Do you know?
No, I knew there was light. I'm
Really?
Yeah, this is a...
Looks like Brendan wins.
It's Fiat. Fiat Lux means let there be light.
Yep, very good.
In Latin.
They teach that in Canada.
Pig Latin.
right.
It's our second motto, right? Before that, it was like sit Lux.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd never
Oh my
heard
God.
that.
It's like be there light or something.
Okay,
and then
he said he
changed
was
it.
just a face. This is obviously not true. He clearly knows things.
This is fake news. Do not believe it.
Fake news.
Oh my
Do
God.
you have a fake news button?
We can't even get into that right
Okay.
now. Oh my God. Moving on.
Can we say that? Is that a dirty word?
Don't even.
Okay.
Okay. So, which are the fraternity and sororities here on Rollins campus with the longest tenure? There's options, okay?
Okay.
So think back to your time. 1, TEAC and NCM. 2, Chi Psi and Kappa Delta. 3, Phi Del and Delta Zeta. Or 4, X Club and Chi O. So there's one fraternity.
You pick one and I'll
sorority.
pick a separate one.
I want to say 2
Okay, I wanted to say 2.
because they sound the most Greek.
Okay, so I'll go with 3.
Okay.
So you're going with Phi Delta and Delta Zeta, and you're going with Chi Psi and Kappa Delta.
Yes.
Okay, you're both wrong.
Oh!
Was it one?
No, it was actually X Club and Chi O because X Club is actually only a Rollins fraternity. So yeah, so that's why.
Oh my
So wait,
God.
I missed it. I was just upset that I totally lost. So what was the real answer?
Oh no, it's X Club and Chi O.
X Club and Chi O.
Because yeah, X Club is only.
Yeah, but X
Because it's not.
Club is
It's
only,
ridiculous.
Is only
I don't want to talk
Rollins.
about it.
Oh my God, he's obviously really mad. Okay, moving on.
New question.
New question. Question 3. This is the last one. This was a little tricky, not gonna lie. I had no idea. All right, how much does the Fox statue weigh? The one for Fox Day.
Ooh.
Fox statue. So is it 300 pounds, 250 pounds, 200 pounds, or 175 pounds? It's pretty heavy. So.
I'm going to say 175.
I'm going to say 200.
Well, you're both wrong again.
What?
It's 250.
That's why
Yeah.
they bring it in a wheelbarrow,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
That's insane.
I had no idea.
Did you know there was a cat statue?
Yes, that was another question I almost asked you. But you know, there's a funny story about it. It's kind of long, but when Obama was coming to speak here a few years ago, they were looking for it because they were sweeping the area, and it was nowhere to be found. And they
So
searched
it's not
everywhere.
in the lake.
That's what everyone thought it was, right? But no, it's not there.
We did I used to work for the city of Winter Park, and we did a volunteer cleanup, and part of that cleanup was stand-up paddle boarders and scuba divers and people walking along the shore. and I made the scuba divers look
for
the cat, and
it wasn't there. It's crazy.
You know what? I don't know. In my mind, it's still there. I just think the Secret Service is in on it, and
really?
Like, don't tell anyone,
in the bushes,
but it is here.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Secretly, you know what? It's gonna be somewhere. It's gonna turn up eventually. We're gonna find it.
Yeah,
it's my goal.
That glass is half full.
Oh yeah, for sure. So why don't we delve into the meat of our conversation? I have some questions for you. Don't worry, they're easy questions. All right, these are good questions. Okay. Andi, so I know that you made a list of the 50 reasons that Tars love Orlando, which, by the way, I was reading last night, and it's awesome. And I've lived here my whole life. I haven't even heard of some of these places. It's so cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's good. But if you guys want to check it out, it's in the comments below, so definitely check out the article. But anyways, I was wondering if you know of any, I know it changes constantly, but like, what are the top 5 on your list of Orlando to do right now, like off the top of your head?
Oh God, this is good. So Orlando and Winter Park, I'm gonna lump those in together.
That's fine.
So Winter Park boat tour.
Okay.
Everyone should be doing the boat tour.
Been meaning to do that.
Bring a thermos of mimosas.
Can you do that?
If you want. It's off campus.
It is off campus. Yeah, you're right. 21 plus.
Okay.
21.
Number two is to go to see Drip on iDrive. That's just like a fun, crazy thing to do.
What is Drip?
It's all these amazing dancers from Orlando that like it's an interactive performance type thing, and they are dancing. There's a story to it, and they're throwing paint, and you're gonna get paint all over you, and you're gonna be a part of it. The whole thing is a splash zone, and it's on iDrive, but it's like in a warehouse, like no one knows it's there, and it's incredible.
So it's like SeaWorld, the splash zone with Shamu, except it's with paint. That's so cool.
Wear everything white and be ready to just be tie-dye afterwards. Right now, and especially if you're wanting to do something sooner rather than later, they're doing their underground vampire bar, and it's fantastic. So instead of red blood everywhere,
buckets.
Sounds a little gruesome.
It's buckets. There's a blood shower. There's all kinds of stuff, and it's phenomenal.
There's like a love story.
Oh, it's really great. It's super inclusive and really fun. So that's a great experience.
That's cool.
Should I go with a third one?
Yeah, go for it. I said 5, but you know what? Do you?
Okay, 5. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
You should
There's so many.
Go to a speakeasy here in Orlando. Go to a good cocktail place.
That's cool.
So Hanson's Shoe Repair are kind of like, I would say, like our original speakeasy here, right?
I would say University Club is, but it's gone.
Isn't there one on Park Ave? Or am I
Yes,
not?
there is.
Okay.
There is, and it's right above
Boca.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's one to go to. But also Hanson's is great because it's kind of a rooftop bar, and it's really cool. They do great cocktails.
You need a password?
You need a password to
Which
get
you can
in.
get from their Facebook. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. See, I always call in.
So it's legit.
It's really fun. And then food-wise, because I have to throw something food in there. You have to go to Market on South Street near downtown. It's a vegan kind of marketplace thing that has amazing vegan donuts, and they're giant and square. They're from Valhalla Bakery. And you can also get really great vegan barbecue from Dixie Dharma. So if you have friends who are not about that vegan life, bring them. Have them have the pulled jackfruit barbecue sandwich.
Sloppy Joe.
Guaranteed they're not going to know it's not meat, and it's wonderful. So
that sounds amazing.
Those are my 5 things.
Okay, those are awesome. I actually really want to go to Market on South. I've heard amazing things about it.
So good.
Where is it? It's in like downtown?
Yeah, so it's
in the Milk District.
Yeah, in the Milk District.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah, by 408. But the cool thing about it is it's Orlandoans started it, and at the beginning they had trouble with the building and with zoning and certain things like that, and the costs went up incredibly. And they ended up doing like a fundraising campaign, and Orlandoans believed in these companies so much, who had just done pop-ups and other things like that, that they pitched in, and now it exists because all of Orlando wanted to support them, and now we get this awesome vegan food. So
that's amazing. Yeah, Orlando's kind of known for like its vegan stuff a little bit.
We just placed 3rd most vegetarian, vegan-friendly city in the country.
Well, look at that. That's awesome.
Wallet Hub.
I
love that. So, next question, Brendan. Can you share from your time at Rollins, what was your favorite part about being in the Winter Park community, especially so close to Park Ave? Or do you have like favorite spots or what you loved about it?
Specifically about Winter Park.
Or Park Avenue, just like the area, the environment.
I think my most favorite, it's another secret, is on the other side of Lake Virginia is the Genius Preserve. And it's like this historic orange grove, private property.
Are you serious?
Now. Yeah, there's like peacocks wandering around and stuff. It's crazy.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
it's so cool, and it's kind of affiliated with the campus. So if you're in the environmental studies programs, you can go and like help take out weedy plants and stuff and pick oranges.
That's so
and,
cool.
Because otherwise it's private property, right?
Otherwise you can't really get in.
So like you have like the Rollins, some of the professors have ins with it.
That's cool.
So,
yeah, giant, beautiful historic homes. Like there's 2 houses on it, which I would love to like kill to live in. They're just so cool.
God. Do people live there?
I need to sneak over to this.
Okay.
There's a groundskeeper that lives there. And
What?
like, make sure that
I
nobody.
get that job. Although actually, I could see you in that job.
I would love that job.
I could see
He's
it.
there to protect the peacocks. It's kind of.
There's
sad.
a neighborhood right by Rollins that has peacocks that just wander it.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
kind of
those
like an
before.
Orlando-y area thing, right?
Which is super cool.
But have you ever?
Pretty unique.
They sound terrible.
So I'd say Genius Preserve for sure. Enzian, which is really in Maitland, which is like a super cool independent cinema with couches. You can go show up in your PJ bottoms and grab a drink and catch a show.
Or you could get fancy for a date night.
Oh, that's a good idea. And I was just found out that actually on Monday they're doing a behind the scenes on our Snapchat, Rollins Snapchat. You can go follow it at the Genius Preserve that you guys are talking about.
Oh, that's
perfect.
perfect.
That's perfect. So you guys should tune in for sure. Just found that out. That's pretty cool.
Kismet.
Oh, yeah.
So I think those 2 for sure.
Yeah.
And then Rollins is kind of, since it's such a big like geographic partner and then also economic partner with City Winter Park, there's really cool cross-pollination opportunities.
Oh, that's
and I was a sustainability coordinator on campus, but then I got an internship with the city in their sustainability program when I was going to school here, and that actually led to a job,
Okay.
which was awesome. That opened a lot of doors. So I think that like cross-pollination with the city and the school is probably the nerdiest thing that I love about
I love
this
it
school.
so much, the opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's super cool that you brought up getting a job or an internship, because one of the questions that we received a few days ago was about how Rollins students get jobs and internships. Did you find that through Rollins, or did you find that on your own? Like, what did you do with that?
On my own.
Okay.
And I actually think, and I didn't get academic credit for it, I just did it.
Yeah.
Which I actually think that's the coolest way to get an internship. It's
Okay.
like if you are following somebody or there's something that interests you, like approach them and see if you can do an internship for them, but then thread it through the internship department, say, hey, I have this lined up.
That makes sense.
And then bring the paperwork directly to that company and get them to fill it out and then show
Yeah.
up. Otherwise, they're not going to do it because they're too busy.
That makes sense. Did Rollins do anything to support you through this process? Did you work with anybody here?
No. I kind of went off and did that
Okay,
one.
well, I did.
What
Okay,
did you do?
well then you want to speak to that?
There's a whole internship department. I was kind of
There is.
pre-radical.
Our
on
Career
that
and
one.
Life Planning Center is on campus. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I am going to post my internship for Yelp, for a Yelp marketing intern
wow.
in just a couple weeks.
That's cool.
Through Rollins, so you can get really good internships through it, but I totally agree with you. When I was at Rollins, I've gotten a couple internships and then jobs from professors on campus. So what got me into kind of the event planning realm was that I had a professor, John Bercia, who's phenomenal, and he had an internship, and so I went to work for an office that he was working with, doing events with global leaders. Rollins, also the Career Center, helped me with resume building, and I've been to a couple talks that they gave. One of them that was phenomenal was about kind of negotiating and standing up for yourself in terms in job negotiations.
That's cool.
It was actually a panel that they had, which was wonderful, and I had pages and pages of notes, and then I read Lean In, and I will say, like, I've negotiated ever since for my salary, and find out that a lot of times, like, a lot of my counterparts, including male counterparts, didn't negotiate, and it's kind of switched it up. So it's really nice.
That's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah,
Seriously.
the panel that was here, I mean, I still have the pages of notes from that, and
Wow.
I will continue to use it because it was just phenomenal. So yeah, through that, and then when I was in the graduate program at Rollins, one of my professors ended up, after I finished the graduate program, I had done a GIS class with him, and I had performed really well. When his office needed a GIS person, they hired me out of that because he knew me there. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's been really
So you did
great.
make connections.
Oh my
through
gosh,
Rollins. Yeah.
huge
Yeah.
connections.
I think
yeah.
that's a big thing about Rollins. You're always connecting with other students, professors.
Yeah.
Like, we're such a close-knit community.
Our programs were specifically smaller class sizes than some of the other ones, so it was easier for you to make those one-on-one connections when they brought in like outside experts or people who are working with the city. I got invited to go on there's this field trip to this amazing city on the coast and I wasn't even in the class, but the professor loved me and he like took me with them.
Yeah, when they did the
amazing Seaside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that place is beautiful. I heard. Yeah.
I never would have been able to see it,
but
but because the teacher knew that I was like such an urban nerd, he like invited me and they threw me in the car and I got to go.
That's awesome.
Well, and when I was in the graduate program for urban planning, we had Craig Usler, who has developed so much of downtown Orlando and is going to be developing Creative City, but he's done basically all of Thornton Park and North Quarter. But he went with us on a trip that we took to Portland, and he kind of co-taught a class and was a guest lecturer. And then later on down the road, years later, he reached out to me about potentially working together. And so, yeah, I mean, the connections have been really great. I had former Mayor Richard Crotty was one of my professors in one of my classes, which was amazing. And then I've seen him recently, and then I'll go up and always like mention it. And so it kind of gives me
such a weird class. I loved it.
Were you in that class?
Yeah, I was in that same class. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I love that you guys knew each other. That's awesome.
Yeah, so insane.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stress enough like how nice it is to be in the community and then find out that someone who's whatever, the CEO of Tupperware or whatever is a Rollins alum. Like,
or if I was doing community work or like big projects around in the community, the marketing department here would like champion me, and they would send out press releases to like different newspapers around town, like, hey, pick up this story. One of our students is doing cool work.
Oh my god, yes. When Nora I have a twin sister. When she and I graduated from undergrad, she was
tangents. Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's good. No, it's good.
Yeah.
You need a gavel.
We want to hear your stories.
Yes, the marketing department kind of pitched the fact that we were graduating and our parents were graduating too, and she was a valedictorian. And the Sentinel ended up doing an article on my family and the graduation, which was incredible. And this is something that the marketing department pitched. I had nothing. It was so wonderful. So
that's great.
To have like that team behind you,
that's
right?
Amazing.
Yeah, so cool.
So to kind of sum with a final question for both of you can both answer. Okay. How do you think your Rollins...
We should keep this going for another hour.
We honestly could. Like, there's so many things, but we're trying to keep it short for these
We'll do Periscope after this. Well, yeah.
So how do you think your Rollins experience got you to where you are today? Kind of like a thoughtful question on your time at Rollins.
I need to chew on that.
Okay,
Can you
so
go faster?
I'll go with it. One of my favorite things about Rollins is also how diverse it is in terms of international students.
True.
So many of my classes, in fact, some of my international like business classes and everything were more international students than they were American students, which was incredible.
Did you ever study abroad?
No, I didn't study abroad with Rollins, but gosh, I wish I would have. I did do a spring break in Guatemala with.
That's cool.
With
that
Rollins,
counts.
so,
That counts.
Okay, yeah. But just that diversity and working with different people of different cultures and everything really like led me to a place that in my job now I'm talking to people at all different levels in all different backgrounds and everything like that, and I worked in groups with people from the same countries. So now I had a friend from Seoul, Korea come and spend Thanksgiving with me because she was a Rollins student.
That's
and now
cool.
whenever I meet someone that's Korean, we have something that we can talk about. So I mean, that's just one thing about the Rollins experience that was wonderful and has kind of led me to where I am, and a love for diversity and love for people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
That's a great answer.
You ready to follow it? You ready to follow this?
What do you got? Do you love people?
I hate everyone. That's what Rollins taught me. Rollins opened a lot of doors for me professionally. So I got that. Like, we were sorting recycling in a sustainability program here at Rollins, like literally sorting cans from the trash in the different residential halls.
Oh boy.
We started a bike rack program. It was the first bike
You were the
library.
one who started that?
I was part of it. It was a big team, but it was...
So many of my friends use it.
That's awesome.
Seriously, yeah.
And that was the first bike loaning program in Central Florida, maybe Florida, I can't remember, but it was...
Which is crazy.
That's so cool.
That.
No, that's
crazy.
actually really cool.
And we took that program, and when I worked for the city, we actually applied that to the City of Winter Park's library. Has the same model based on this one. A Rollins grad helped start Juice Bike Share in Orlando. We all know her, Sarah Al-Badri, running for like city commissioner. That's crazy.
That's cool.
So the connections and the ability to use Rollins as like an incubator to apply these like weird things that we were reading about in class and then actually apply them to real world solutions and then make a life from those things was like
Totally.
key.
No, that's what I was going to say for me at least. I mean, I hadn't graduated yet, but like the fact that what we're learning in class is so applicable to what we're going to do in the future, that's what I love about Rollins.
Like
you don't ever learn that thing. No, you're fine. No, you're good, go for it.
It could easily be like a silo, like you could just keep it on campus. But I think the community engagement department, everybody is just there to like help facilitate you to experiment, perhaps fall on your face, but they're there to help pick you back up and then move on. And now I like run a news company and we're able to like do all these weird things.
Like what jobs do we have now? Like how
I know our jobs are
amazing.
totally made up, and it's all because it's kind of like extensions of things that we experimented with here on campus.
Always have a side hustle. That's
Side hustles.
Always have a side hustle and use the resources you have here to help build that side hustle.
Right.
That's so cool. Well said. And there's one question that we did get I just want to address really quickly. Someone asked if it's cold in Florida. How can we address that?
So no.
It's really not.
Disgustingly hot. No. It's actually
She
not.
wasn't
It's not
accepted
cold.
to
Did
Rollins.
someone really?
What a question.
Someone did ask that. It is
That's
true.
true.
Get cold, you put a sweater on.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful all the time.
The
And
air conditioning is cold.
I don't know how people live up north. I don't know how they deal with the snow and everything like that. We go to the beach all year round.
I'm Canadian.
So.
It could get a little chilly here in January.
That's because you probably adjusted. Now you're used to it. So like 70 all of a sudden you're like freezing because you're used to 90
He
every
wears
day.
Uggs when it's 70 degrees.
Oh my god.
I do.
Great.
You're like, I'm not even embarrassed about that.
Well, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our time, but I want to thank everyone for watching and thank you for commenting below. If we didn't get to address your questions, make sure to leave it below and we can try to address it next time because we have some more sessions coming up, hopefully soon. So thank you again, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments. And go ahead and like us. Yeah. Bye. Bye.